Up World? It's a weekly episodic podcast that says what's right because it's right. Bringing to you and discussing the week's hottest topics in the form of current events, movies, music, entertainment, and sometimes. Cass is the never worded ball. Cass is the never won't be at it all. Been like that, gonna stay like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, to the left of me, to the podcast viewers right, you know, on the television screen, on your iPad, on your mobile devices, you know what I'm saying? I got my cousin Clip, Mr. Stand on Business, himself. If he mean it, he say it. If he say it, then he get mad at it. Hey, yo, Clip, talk to your people. Tell them what time it is, dog.
I ain't gotta beg no nigga to make no money, right, Clip?
I ain't gotta beg to make no money.
You gotta put the stop
Ruby got this.
Hey man, listen. Y'all know what time it is. And I'm gonna tell you, if you are a flirter, that is a flat earther. That means you believe in conspiracy theories. You like to jump to different dimensions and different warp zones, and you need to holler at my next host with the most, the panelist, the man, the myth, the legend, Skip Rock, aka Collinsburg. Talk to your people, dog.
Well.
Wait, hold on. I mean, like, give them really something. Yeah.
Well.
I know that right. And I'm gonna tell you like this. You know what I'm talking about. It was 4 weeks in a row. He was on the back of the milk carton. We had to go find him himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had to go get him. Because we wasn't going to do fine without him. You feel what I'm saying? Like that, I don't care. Rain, sleet, or snow. You feel what I'm saying? All in the raining things. You feel what I'm saying? We are with, you know, if you ride by it, 9 times out of 10, he probably own it. We got my man right here, you feel what I'm saying? And we broadcasting live from his spit out. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. Hey, no, he hit him with the Brodell.
Did you miss me?
You feel what I'm saying? We got Pablo Ridge in the building, his building. You dig what I'm saying? Talk to your people, Pablo.
Gambled on you. You gambled on the crack.
What?
It's always big.
And never what?
Never personal.
Never personal.
Does the name Spanky Johnson right
Man, it feels so good. You feel what I'm saying? If I was doing any better, it'd be 2 of me. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. So what I need y'all to do is buckle up, because the South got something to say, you heard? Intro in the whole podcast land, the podcast world, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to jump right into a public service announcement. It's that time of the month again.
It was rocking so hard at the last one that you know we had to come back, and we doing it again.
Duval! Monday, April the 14th, it's going down. Mogul Monday at Club Cliffs. Come join the cast of the most exciting podcast on the planet. The South got something to say.
We giving away prizes, raffle prizes, free drinks.
So listen, when you get to the door, we're going to hand you a raffle. If you call your number, spin the wheel, boom, that's you, baby. Hosted by Queen Nightlife Kelly Girl and Coley J. And you know we got the legendary DJ on deck, DJ Motown.
Mogul Mondays at Club Cliff. You know the podcast boys gonna be there.
South got something to say.
And you know what time it is. We gotta celebrate a king's birthday.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
to the co-host, Cliff, my cousin Cliff, aka
Cliff.
Clifton. Happy birthday. Y'all come out.
Club Cliff, 2712 Sesame Boulevard. For more info, call 904-298-5203.
Don't meet us there, beat us there.
All in the rainy things. We all
At
in
Club
the rainy
Cliff.
things.
You feel what I'm saying? April 14th, Monday, April 14th, Mogul Monday.
2712 Sesame Boulevard.
Y'all know what time it is. Mogul Up is going down.
We gonna be doing prizes and surprises. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna do raffles. We giving away things. You feel what I'm saying? We giving away the mega prize, right? The mega prize is
Nothing too major.
nothing too major. We already said it last week. You were down with it. We can't give away no cars and shit.
Not no money.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I'm letting you know the mega prize. If you get the raffle at the front door, and we call your name, and you come on down like the Price is Right, you are going to receive a section. And a section is going to come with a bottle of your choice and 6 entry passes so you could be live and direct for the, what it is, this is May, this April. So for the May show, you feel what I'm saying? That's what's going on and that's what we going to do. So y'all make sure y'all go. And like I say, man, the line going to be wrapped around the corner. So if you don't get there early, I ain't letting you in. I'm just letting you know. 2712 Sesame Boulevard, Club Cliff. You know what I'm saying? We going live. You know what I'm saying? The South got something to say. We'll see y'all there. Last time, it was something to remember. You know what I'm saying? We here right now at Illusions in front of a little live studio or their family and things, but they out there. You know what I'm saying? You see, I got my rosters. I got my horses on there. The best horses on the platform. The food bus. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's our public service announcement. We gonna switch gears. And we gonna get into the first segment of the show, which is current events. You feel what I'm saying? Now, first of all, I got an audible. Before we go into the current event, right? I gotta say, we are on April 14th, we are going to be celebrating a king's birthday. You feel what I'm saying? My cousin Cliff, you feel what I'm saying? Another year around.
Aries Nation, baby.
Aries Nation. And shout out to Aunt Gladys. Didn't you just take Aunt Gladys out? You feel what I'm saying? Aunt Gladys are Aries. You were raised by Aries, right? It all makes sense now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Aunt Gladys. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gladys. All right, so jumping back into the current events, we're talking about Ricos. You feel what I'm saying? We talking about Big U over there in California. You feel what I'm saying? The big old Rico indictment. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And what's going down? And they just added a murder to the charge. They just added a murder to the charge. You know what I'm saying? The guy that was that lost his life. You know what I'm saying? And allegedly they trying to charge Big U allegedly with the murder of the young man. He was actually one of Big U's son's best friends, right? And he was a rapper, right? And he was signed up under Big U's management company or something like that. And they say Big U was the last one to see him, and they got the DNA. This is allegedly what they saying. They got Big U's DNA up under the kid's fingernail when they found the body. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a murder on top of money laundering. You know what I'm saying? Where you taking money from a non-for-profit organization and moving it over to your personal account. You feel what I'm saying? That's fraud. You know what I'm saying? Money laundering at its best and everything like that. And Skid said, man, what you got to say about it? You're like, how are they gonna be so? Here, Crip. Yeah.
Because if you was a blood, I was going to tell you what they were going to say when you got to the chain game. They were going to say, slip on no red dress. Oh, God. Whatever. The boy got to see about you when you get here. But since you're a Crip, you good. You know what I'm saying? You walk through the set. But I think the young niggas, y'all need to be paying attention. Y'all need to see what's going on, man. Ain't nothing y'all know. Rappers quiet around here, man. All you rappers with all this money, that money don't mean nothing. Get that chain game. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to get your life together, man. Like Big U, it's surprising. surprising for me because he's old.
And he had did so much time already, like, you know what I'm saying? He should have had the mentality, I ain't got no more time to give him. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I think he did something like almost 20.
He did a lot. Allegedly, I said allegedly, not because he said he was running over. He did a lot for the people. You know what I'm saying? All these non-profit organizations he got, you know, but I guess he was monitoring on it, so I can't say that anymore. But, you know, he did try to do something good for the people. But you got, and I know we're gonna talk about him too, but
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby. You got the Lil Dirt dude, you know what I'm saying? Y'all getting knocked out, rectified. Y'all better leave people alone, man.
And I want to chime in on the thing too. I know I wasn't been around, but I knew what the conversation gonna be. I know what it was about. Not only, man, they just supposed, man, y'all kids gotta wake up and see what's going on. Just like he's talking about. It ain't even a fact. These men are in jail because of themselves. You understand what I'm saying? They are in jail because they're. So let me tell you what they're doing. Social media has got you so fucked up, so you have to get clout. You have to them to put your life on them, self-snitching. Cause that's what they did. These people ain't know half of none of the shit that goes on. Let me tell you something. There ain't no statute of limitations on rape, kidnapping, and murder. Ain't no statute of limitations on that shit. So it don't matter when or where or what time. They coming back to get you.
But that's what kind of happened, pal. Like, you know, what's going on? Well, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
Watch this right now. 3-4 people might heard that.
Yeah.
So if you don't do it, no big deal.
Yeah.
But now they got this internet shit. When they post that,
standing on business.
I
Fucked it up with that word. Standing on business.
Standing on business.
Standing on business.
They fucking yourself
And they mean that shit. And and then I told y'all I was in a situation, and that's why I can speak on it. Cause let me tell you something. 10 years ago, me.
Maniacal.
Sinister.
10 years ago, me is a different me than I am right now.
Indeed.
So, with that being said, it's another form of a motherfucker tricking you out off the street, out your position. You ain't got to prove shit to nobody. You really don't. And y'all kids are doing the most with this shit. It's not even safe. Cause guess what? Y'all mamas out here. Your grandmamas out here. Your kids out here.
It's so bad to the record companies got life insurance.
They got life insurance. They the one who win. They hope you go out here and get fucked. They got life insurance on
They went everywhere around the border.
Oh,
they off your death. They went everywhere.
And they keep your your master. The master stay right here.
I want to say this. Y'all absolutely right. The thing about it is that we got this phrase that we came up with. We ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Right. You know what the gun is, and the rabbit that's holding the gun is the government, right? And the gun is the RICO Act. You understand? They made the RICO Act to get Al Capone and the mafia bosses and everything because they couldn't get them. So they created this thing called the RICO Act. You feel what I'm saying? To get you all indicted. And it doesn't take anything to get you on a RICO, but basically you could say something, and if you have one action that furthers what you said, it's a RICO, baby. So I'm gonna give you an example like this. So-and-so calls somebody and say, man, I want them dead. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. And then somebody go get a gun. And they could change their mind. They could not even do it. That's a RICO. Because you did one action to further the crime. You feel what I'm saying? In advancement of the community, which is now the gangs. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. There is no win. All that talking on the phone, talking to anybody, doing all of this kind of thing or whatever, right? You need to be like, my name Benny and I ain't in it. Because anything, 2 or more people could come and say you did anything, they taking you off the street. You done just got tricked off the street. And we talked about it on the Lil Baby case. Shout out to
Which is super duper weak.
It's super duper weak. Shout out to the families of the 2 13-year-old boys who lost their lives. I got a 13-year-old son. You feel what I'm saying? That is out playing basketball and everything like that. And this is what I envision when I see that kind of thing going on. You know what I'm saying? The people who was in the street, they used to protect the community. They used to protect the kids. They used to tell the kids, boy, if you don't get your behind back in school, you feel what I'm saying? Like what's it called? Gucci Man paid. This is what I heard. Gucci Man paid Lil Baby to stop selling dope. He said, I'm gonna pay you, get in the studio, and look what his life became. You understand? Like that. Because Gucci Man had that OG mentality. Let me see somebody that has a future and let me help them in that future so they won't end up doing and being what I did and going to prison and all of that kind of thing. The thing about it is the youth has no value on their own self-worth. So they definitely can't have no value on anybody else's. It's like what you said last week and what you said. If I don't love myself, how can I love anybody else? You feel what I'm saying? Like that. So what we're trying to do here on this platform is give you some techniques and let you know that your life is worth something. Your life is worth living.
Quick question. Does any blame go to the parents of these kids?
Absolutely.
I'm asking from y'all.
For what?
Will any blame go to the parents of these 2
For the 213?
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because if they place the blame on this gang and this family and the Lil Baby, well, I'm sitting saying reality. Us sit up here, does any blame go towards the parents?
I believe if you're a good parent, you put a lot of blame on yourself too. Like you always think like man, you ever been in jail and you think that, man, if I just would have went out last night. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. I know we all done sat in there and thought that. So but in a situation where they're just out playing, being kids, you feel what I'm saying? Like that. And you can't allow your children to do that nowadays.
Well, you know, from what I saw, you know, they wasn't just out being kids. You know, they're part of what's going on. I'm saying,
They're part of that shit.
Yeah.
So my thing is to answer your question. Parent plays a major role in that.
Because we can't stop them, but like if there's something we can do, because like you gotta think, ain't none of us up here.
Yeah, it's definitely the parent play a major role because you have to say so. You have to say so. You have the choice whether to let them go outside today.
Sometimes.
No, ain't no sometimes. When my granddaddy told me I couldn't go out that goddamn door.
Yeah, but I'm an escape though, so I can't say that. I'm gonna get out. I'm going.
Still gotta come home.
Gotta come home.
Oh no, I got to come home.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the worst trip ever home.
We done been sneaky. I'm not sneaky.
Yeah, that ain't
sneaky.
what
This ain't a sneaky situation. We were smart.
Yeah.
You had to get up three mornings early to get over on our people. We didn't have social media. We had one phone we had to share.
Yeah, no doubt.
We had one remote. We had to hide that bitch to go to get to watch wrestling in the morning. Or you gonna be watching whatever the fuck sis put that bitch on. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't have all that shit that they got now. So when our parents spoke to us, we didn't have babysitters. Don't open that door for no motherfucking body.
Laws too. It's even laws they got. But they run shit.
And you right.
You can't put your hands on them. You can't do nothing.
But that's what's fucking it up.
Yeah,
That's what's fucking it up. That's why when they go to school, when they're away from your parents, nigga, I done seen children. Oh my God, I went to school one day. Bruh, that shit is totally different than when we was going. Nigga, I went to school, these children cursed like a fucking sailor. They shoot dice every fucking day. Nigga, we had to hide to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's wide the fuck open. Cell phone. You can have a cell phone when we was going to school.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. When you are a parent and you have rules, so in our younger years, we went out and did something or whatever, right? The rule by his mama made him get in the house right after we did what we did, and that saved him. That saved him from going to go get time when me and Kelly Boy when it got caught and took time. But he was with us. But because his mama said no, you gotta be in the house. Well, the statutes of limitations is over in that case. So he was with us. He was definitely with us. But because
You wasn't there. I don't remember being there.
So my thing is that I'm gonna put my foot in my child's ass.
That's right.
You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do everything that I can. If he bucked from then and I did everything that I could,
One of my granddaddy's favorite things was to say, I'm gonna do it to you because they gonna do it to you.
That's right.
I'm gonna do it to it because they gonna do it to you. Absolutely.
They gonna beat you to down.
They gonna get your ass good.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like that. Now, I'm gonna tell you, we stand on the same thing. Like I'm telling y'all, you need to understand what the RICO Act means. You understand? So it don't take nothing for you to catch a RICO. So you need to be on your P's and Q's and understand what's going on. So you want all this self-snitching and all of this kind of stuff just because of these social media platforms. We were watching the thing with TK Waters in Jacksonville, Florida, right? And he was telling, like every other sheriff department in the country, they finding all the evidence they need from social media because you self-snitching on yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Now you tell me why you say shout out to TK Waters.
It was because I thought you was a fuck nigga at one time. I'm sorry, I'm cursing. I'm sorry for cursing. I thought you was a bad guy one time for my community. I really did. But you are the only sheriff that has came on national TV and said, hey, check this out. Young guys that's rapping, we know what you're doing. We got all the information on you. We got all the evidence we need. Hey man, either y'all stop or we come to get you. Now, from my understanding, for him to say that to the young man, these are young black men he's talking to. Let's don't get twisted. There's no white boys he's talking to. They ain't rapping the game. So he's talking to young black men. So he's at least not destroying you. He's telling you, hey man, we know what you're doing. Stop, or here we come. That's the most beautiful thing on earth.
And I'm gonna tell you like this. And I'm gonna tell you like this.
Because they're young black men, like I said, so to just go get them and take them to jail, you just bust them up.
But you gotta take heed.
He's a drug dealer, he's a gangbanger, it doesn't matter, he's black. All these things can be changed with a little work. You know what I'm saying? He can be a great person, so you can't just cast them out like a church do. I hate the church because this death with all drug dealers. Y'all chill out there, some of y'all church, all them out there too. So you can't do that. You have to, because like I told y'all 2 weeks ago, a drug dealer makes the best business, man. He knows it all. Logistics.
Yeah.
It's a business. Everything.
Leadership skills.
Leadership skills. He knows it also. Yeah. So to become one of those, now he's the most powerful thing on the planet. So like you can't.
And most of the powerful families in the United States came up off illegal games.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? The Kennedys, you feel what I'm saying? Bootlegging liquor and all of that kind of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? The only difference is the color of the skin and stuff like that. And I want to tell you, when you talk about TK Waters, that's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is for you guys out there to listen up and take heed. And I'm going to tell you like this. You look at somebody like, I'm going to say it like this, like they say young and Ace can't come back to the city. Or he chose to leave. Yeah. He chose to not be around this. Because when you know you hot, get up out of Dodge. Go somewhere. Don't have to be around. Like, if you look at it like this, it's so much hate when you're doing something positive, right? That it be your own people that want to kill you and bring you down. So be aware of that and take heed and get out of Dodge and go somewhere else and live your life and become who God intended you to become, whatever that may be. So I salute anybody because you can't, like, man, I was talking to one of my other homeboys the other day. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to J Baby or whatever, right? And he had started one of the dudes that was rapping. He was coming up. He was getting numbers, all of that kind of stuff or whatever, right? But he had beef in the city or whatever, and he stayed so now you got beef that's amplified with hate. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that makes for a horrible situation. What's up, baby? What's up, yo? Yeah.
Skits. 3128.
What? Hold on.
3128.
Hold on. Check this out. Off of that, you know what I'm saying? We hope y'all take heed. We gonna switch gears, and we gonna go to the thing that we sometimes talk about, but we gotta talk about it tonight. You feel what I'm saying? My cousin Cliff. Yo, Cliff, tell them what time it is when they're dealing with them sports.
3128. Houston. Halftime. Houston
against Florida. Who you going with though?
I'm going with Houston.
You going with Houston? You put some money on that though.
Yeah. I got a little change.
Yeah.
You got a little change.
Yeah, he did.
I got a little change.
Yeah, he
Did he bet you?
We up though. No, I'm a Gator hater. Certified.
Let me tell y'all something real quick, man. I'm really starting to hate Washington D.C. right now.
Come on, I'm with you.
I don't like that.
Up the Capitol.
It ain't like y'all. I know this nigga though.
And y'all niggas were saying.
He's from D.C. I don't like that.
switched over to NWO.
That's right. I remember that.
The roles switched over to NWO. What's it happening with John Cena?
The new war. The new war.
These niggas out of control.
I don't fuck with these Gator niggas, man. I don't fuck with these Gator niggas.
That nigga loving him. He's loving him.
And living here.
Everything.
Money out this city.
Yeah.
Well, you ain't make no money over there at all. You see, you done made a lot of money out this city, boy. You feel what I'm saying? Acting like that, man.
One time for the go-go, but that's the best thing smoking in you watch.
Hey,
One time for the go-go.
one time for the go-go. Yeah, I like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Thank you, man. Where the car for that?
Wrapped up like a motherfucker. What your shit in sound right there doing? Wrapped up. You don't even see it. Security.
So who you got with it?
Stop it.
I want to hit. They want to hit.
They want to hit.
What time it is, man? I'm from Florida, man. It could be anything from Florida, in any state, in any sport. I don't care what it is. I'm going from Florida.
You know what I'm saying? That's just it, what it is. Who you going?
Everything marbles.
You know that man, the Gator,
Man,
man.
I'm the only member in my family.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
I had a lot of people that started out, but they from flip-flop and switch-flop.
Yeah,
What's the score again, Clip?
31-28.
31-28. Oh, that is nothing. That's nothing.
I just told them. Oh, he said, what the hell, the whole gun and came back to win.
Florida had 28 points a half. That ain't shit.
Now you want to go to the
Cause you know what time it is. Cause you know what time it is. You know what, they getting shut down.
We'll be all right, though. We gonna make it cool.
So we gonna switch gears, and we got a segment. It's new to the podcast. It's endearing because we want to uplift our people. We want to uplift our culture. And somebody wrote in and they asked me a question. This is the empowerment edition of the South Got Something to Say, where we take little, teachings and everything that help us move financially forward in our lives as we were growing up and stuff like that. So they asked in this
Star, I gotta give props on. I like the best.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah. I gotta give him on the best. I gotta say it now.
Thank you.
You call it
I'm a red, but I like that.
Thank you.
Capricorn.
You're Capricorn.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you too can be empowered. So
you coordinate.
So check this out, right? The person wrote in on our page and they said, in this modern day economy, with everything that's going on, is it better to rent a house or is it better to try to buy a house? The American dream has always been, I want to buy a house. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So my take on that, and we ain't going to spend a lot of time on this, but anybody who's out there thinking about it is, it's a lot of pros and it's a lot of cons that come with each decision, okay? So when you talk about renting a house, man, I'm a homeowner, you feel what I'm saying? But I used to love renting a house because when something breaks, it wasn't my responsibility to fix it. You feel what I'm saying? Anything that went wrong in it, when the AC went, when there was a leak in the roof, when the toilet stopped working or whatever, right, the plumbing, all of that kind of stuff, I just picked up the phone, and if I went on and paid it, it was coming off the rent. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. That made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Now, there is a lot of pros when it comes to home ownership, and that's the taxes. You feel what I'm saying? That you get to write off at the end of the day from your working and all of that kind of stuff, and it can get you thousands of dollars back instead of owing thousands of dollars. It's one of the biggest things that can give you a tax write-off when it comes to that. But at the end of the day, when there's a leak in the roof, it's on me. When the yard needs to be cut, the HOA fees, all of that kind of stuff is on me. You know what I'm saying? Now, another good thing about it is that when you putting money in your house, house is usually equity. You feel what I'm saying? And you can borrow against that equity in hard times. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. So if I got, if I owe $100,000 on my house, and my house is worth $200,000 or whatever. Nowadays it done went up, so $100,000 house is worth like $350, $400 right now. Then you got $200 or $300 worth of positive equity in your house that you can borrow against and take out just in case you wanted to start a business, if you wanted to add on to your house, or you just needed some money for a medical emergency or anything like that. So when you put the money, it's not going anywhere. It's in the walls. You feel what I'm saying? It's in that roof. It's in that you own that. You feel what I'm saying? So those are the pros and cons. Now it depends on where you are in life. You feel what I'm saying? That should drive you for your decision. Because it's been people that say, dang man, I don't want to buy houses right now. Like I take my brother. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was a 4,000 square foot. No, I'm lying. It was like under a 3,000 square foot house, and he had to pay almost $600,000 for that house. You feel what I'm saying? And then you got to look at it. My house is almost a 5,000 square foot house, and I only paid $215,000 for my house. You know what I'm saying? So in this day and time, it might not be advantageous for you to buy a house right now.
Not a buyer's market.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's not a
you know what I'm
buyer's
saying?
market.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So you have to figure out, like we said, on the map. Here you are, where you are, so you can know where you going. Now, I will add on this, a little tip. If you have a home, do not refinance your house.
Don't do that.
Because I refinanced my house one time, and I paid so many fees. You feel what I'm saying? The bank got paid, the agent got paid, the lawyers got paid, everybody got paid. But you know what you should do? Take out a HELOC. That's a home equity line of credit. You feel what I'm saying? And that money stays over there. Like if I have $300,000 good, right? I take out a HELOC, a home equity line of credit, and it sits over there in the bank account, just waiting on me to use it. If I want to start a food truck, and the food truck's $60,000, I just go take it out of that, and I only pay on what I use. When you take all the money out of your, for 15, 20, 30 years, you pay on that instantly every month. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. And that's something that you don't want to do. So keep in mind, if you are a homeowner, you want to do a HELOC instead of refinancing your house. Now, this has been the empowerment edition of the South Got Something to Say, moving the culture forward. All right? All right? So we're going to, what you say? Why you love it, dog?
Information. And it's good information.
The Bible said, without lacking knowledge, our people shall perish.
Parents, that is. My people were parents. Because
Fuck that. We gonna start charging bitches. Gonna start charging bitches.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you know what we gonna do right now? We gonna switch gears to one of the podcast viewers and all the hosts up here, fan favorites. That's what I call this segment or whatever, right? This is the relationship segment. Everybody, man, that's all we are about is relationships. Everything is built on relationships. That's what makes us different, our ability to be able to communicate with one another so we can establish a strong or weak relationship that determines how our life is going. So we got your twin. Your twin is in the building. Your twin is in the building. And I just want to call them to the operating room. Paige and Dr. Strangelove. Dr. Strangelove, you're needed to the operating room.
What up?
Yeah. Mic check.
Y'all been rapping for the live show. I really don't come up with too much.
Mic check.
Pab came up with something from a viewer, so we're gonna use that today. We know everybody loves social media, and the question is, if you had to choose a social media,
I'm say, because we're on the love show, say if you're in a relationship and you had to give up a social media platform, which one would it be?
and that's the question, isn't it? Which media platform, if happened to give up it, would you give up?
You know, I like that question because it is a love question.
It most definitely.
Because in this modern day and age, they love this. I'm talking about, you know, if you ever look how much watch time you got going on.
Your phone will tell you.
I'm talking about your phone will tell you how much energy you giving to this, thing, whether it's TikTok.
It's gonna be. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
But you hit it right up. But it's on your phone. Go on your phone, and I promise you, it's gonna tell you whatever it is the most. That's what burns your battery up. That shit gonna tell you what you own the most in your phone, and I guarantee you, I'm one of the better outright. It's gonna be a social media platform.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. You know, I'm dating. Y'all know what time it is. I've been going on a couple of dates lately. Many of them. Probably like 12, 13.
That nigga rich.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is. I got to eat too, though. You know what I'm saying? I got to eat too. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Let me tell you like this. Every time, you know what? I'm like, inside I'm just shaking my head because every chick, when the food comes, they gotta take a picture of everything that they doing and everything like that. It just, you know, you love this thing. Them chicks love this thing. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you like this, right? I don't post unless it got to do with my kids, my family, or my business. That's the only time you look on there and you see me posting on there. I ain't just posting, and I drip harder than hard. You feel what I'm saying? Harder than hard. You know what I'm saying?
What's harder than hard?
You know what I'm saying?
Concrete.
You feel what I'm saying? A demolition. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that. And I ain't got to take a picture of every film I got going on and all of that kind of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, first of all, I don't want everybody off in my business. Why I want everybody off in my business? Got enough haters. You feel what I'm saying? Why I'm trying to create more haters. And then you got to look at it when you love it so much that you're creating a stigma or a content of something that's not really real.
Let me interject real quick. If you take a picture while we're out eating, let's just say I want to go out on a date with a woman and she take a picture of the food, that's probably gonna be your last time seeing me. Why you laughing, man? That's probably gonna be because me and you are not even on the same level of life. Like, you gotta be some kind of kid or some shit, like your mental, to even be doing some shit like that.
And you right. The last time I saw them chicks was the last time I saw them.
That's weird. That's weird.
A lot of times, now, is that in your case, it's super.
No. I'm saying I was single and I was dating.
Okay.
That would be weird still because like weird.
Yeah.
Take a picture of me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
What the fuck you
They gonna do that. You ain't gonna
fuck with me.
You ain't gonna put. They gonna
Fuck
put you on
this
this
fool.
platform.
Take a picture of the nigga who bought this motherfucker.
Yeah. So you know what I do? You know what I do? I take you with the receipts.
I ain't gonna like.
Let me give you one. I take a picture of the receipt.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Let me go a little further.
That's gonna make your mental fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
I take a picture of that receipt, bitch, and how I remember you was by this receipt.
Yeah.
And half of the shit you the motherfucking order,
Right.
you don't even motherfucking want.
Right.
You're doing this for clout because it's going on a social media page to make you look like this is
Doing
how,
something,
like
right,
you're doing, like
yeah.
you're living this life,
Uh-huh.
and not one time have a bitch say, you know what, well here goes something on me, or this, that, and the other. Now I don't mind going on dates when I go on dates, but when you're spending the kind of money they spend on, let me tell you, the average date right now $200.
That's even
That's average.
That's even at the movies.
This average. And when I say $200, I'm talking about gas, kicking up, dropping off.
That's even at the movies.
I'm talking about drinks, food, and just, you know what I'm saying, miscellaneous drinks. All that.
Yeah.
Your tab gonna be about $200. That's the average. That's a good. That's all right date. I done had tickets where that motherfucker be $600-700 motherfucking dollars.
Yeah.
That's a bitch rent. Some place
With me for the weekend.
for the weekend.
Bitch, you ain't going.
The weekend. If that's the case, because guess what? You done took money out your household.
Yeah.
You got personal shit that you had to do.
Mm-hmm.
And by all means, everybody on this panel got it.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like it's a money issue.
Right.
It's the principle behind this money issue, this money situation. Because for you to take a picture and you ain't say thank you, bitch. You ain't say courtesy of the mob.
Yeah.
Who brought me or whatever. And guess what? Tomorrow you on another day.
Yeah. Doing the same shit.
Some women go out on, I call them free daters. Free daters. Meaning, they'll go I don't see the menu right now.
See, it's different kinds of dating with me. You know what I'm saying? You got a different kind of dates with me. You got different kinds because like if I like you, maybe like the range you was talking $500-$600, I might spend on some food because that wouldn't bother me. But if I don't have no plans for you, like in my head, but the fuck, yeah, we ain't doing that type of money on no date anyway. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, yeah, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not into you like that. You know what I'm saying? This is not a longevity thing. Hopefully you ain't even hungry when that motherfucker pick your ass up. Because I'm just trying to get straight to business. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a businessman. And that's how I like to keep my game. I've
had many dates. Matter of fact, a lot of my dates been like that. But yeah, we
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So as the question consumes us, I think
most definitely consume.
what social media platform I get rid of, you feel what I'm saying? Like that, I had to get, if I'm gonna get rid of one, I'm gonna get rid of them all. Because I really just want to get rid of them all at the end of the day. But because of the business, you know what I'm saying?
So,
you know what I'm
since
saying?
you said that,
Yeah.
which one?
Which one?
Because you can't use, because you just gave us, you know what I'm saying, I would get rid of them all. But because of the business, and all that plays into it, relationship, business, everything, which one would you give up?
Which one would I give up? The one with the least amount of followers.
Okay, that's the difference.
The business with the one with the least amount of followers.
What you think?
You go.
I say the same shit.
Same thing?
Hey.
Yeah. Least amount.
Okay, so what platform that is?
TikTok.
Okay, TikTok.
For me?
I don't have a TikTok.
Okay, so what platform you got? Yeah, now you fucked up. You ain't got to throw away. You know what I'm saying? Which one?
Yeah, look at you.
Yeah,
Look at you now.
Now you have to throw away.
It had to be Instagram.
Instagram. I'm gonna go last.
I go now. Yeah, I would think the same thing for me.
Instagram?
Yeah, I think it would be Instagram.
Yeah, because they shut my Instagram down.
Mine would be
just because I'm not really into my gram.
I don't know why.
I just got a gram probably like a month or two ago anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really into it.
They would say the gram is like the pinnacle of the social media.
Yeah, it is.
Like, because I got like the top tier of social media.
I feel that.
Apex. I agree with that. I would get rid of my my Facebook.
Okay.
Reason why I say Facebook, because it's just too personal. I'm a Capricorn. I'm a different kind of. I'm not really with everybody in my business.
Yeah, it's more family oriented.
You understand what I'm saying? Some things I like to keep to myself. Instagram, you can be who you want to be. Meaning whatever the fuck. You can be who you want to be. Social, Facebook is who you are.
Yeah, you gotta modify that shit. Yeah.
It's who you are.
So,
No.
You gotta modify them.
You have to. And see, when it's personal, we may overlook a lot of dangers. And this coming from, I was in the street 20-something years. Still got a little back some kind of it's a lot of shit that motherfuckers don't know. And it's a lot of shit that people like you, your cousins, the people you run with, they know. You know what I'm saying? You ever got on Facebook like,
Stop playing.
come on, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not saying in a bad way. I'm just saying that's what I do. Cause I don't really too much like people in my shit. Like he said, like you said. And it'd be hard because you got long distance cousins that'll come in and say some shit. Okay, now, say for instance, I put my son graduated or did something. I put that on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bitch got pictures of my son when you ain't really know who my people were. You know what I'm saying? You know how I always been. I could have known you. Nobody never would have knew that you knew or was affiliated with me. And it wasn't because I didn't want them to know. It's because I didn't want nothing to come back to you or a mother to be able to link you to me in a situation like that. When they see us, bitch, you see. You better have your phone. And if we caught you taking a picture of us back then, we was going down.
Yeah.
Now, Instagram, you never seen an unsuccessful person on Instagram.
No. Everybody bought.
Everybody
That's why I say they create
Everybody ball.
It's weird for me on Instagram. Like I told you, I just got an Instagram probably a couple of months ago, and the only thing I do on Instagram, and I have a wife. Everybody know I got a wife. I'm married, but she know. I don't do nothing but look at the booty.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, I'm the booty man on that one.
It's a lot.
Real guy. How you doing, Mira? How you doing,
Shout out to
boy?
Mira Dye.
Shout
out to
I'm
Mira
the booty
Dye.
man on that motherfucker.
We were just talking about you at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I
Look
just
how that shit loaded with that shit.
It's some white women on there that cry tears down the side of your face, all down your face.
Everything.
So that's the only thing I don't.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Yeah, I'm the booty.
Man, that shit ridiculous on my dick.
I think that was a powerful segment, and what we're gonna do is switch gears to our most powerful segment. We gotta talk over this segment. It's entertainment, right? And first of all, I want to say shout out to the family. We lost Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer from Heat. You know what I'm saying?
Doc Holliday,
You know what I'm saying?
I say
Doc
when.
Holiday.
Doc Holliday, nigga.
I'll be a Huckleberry.
I be a hook. I say
I'll be a
when.
Huckleberry. You feel what I'm saying?
You talking that Gators shit? I say when.
I say when.
Cool in the back.
You want to fool me?
And for y'all that don't know, these are all clips. Tombstone from Tombstone and from Heat and all of that kind of stuff or whatever. Shout out to Val Kilmer. Rest in heaven, rest in peace.
Iceman.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
The Iceman,
And the Iceman.
Iceman.
Right.
40 to 30.
Iceman. From Top Gun.
40
From Top
to 30.
Gun. You know what I'm saying?
40 to 30.
Yeah. 40 to 30.
40 to 30.
See what quarter is it? That's an update,
Second
folks.
half.
You know what I'm saying? By the time y'all get this shit, we're gonna move.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I want to tell y'all, I went to the movies and I saw Magazine Dreams. I was telling people to go see it. And I'm in there, I'm here to skip. Boy, that movie fire. Woo, woo, woo. Then something came about it. I say, this movie sucks. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. Because we talk about homosexuality in entertainment. Man, I don't even dig all that. I don't even like it. To each his own. But when you try to force feed it to people, you feel what I'm saying? You ain't got to do all of that.
Listen,
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm to the point with this shit. You know what time it is. I'm to the point with this shit. Y'all know I don't give a fuck. I'm to the point with this shit. Like I don't give a fuck no more. I don't care how y'all feel. Y'all not finna make me do nothing. Like this is where I'm at with this shit. Like y'all trying to make me do shit. Y'all trying to make rules and laws and I gotta do this. I don't gotta do a fucking thing. I don't gotta be around those type of shit. My brother is full blown. He got the titties. He got the surgery. He got it all. I love him. Me and him don't hang out. I would kill you by him. We don't hang out because we have nothing in common. So like for y'all to keep acting like we're bad guys because we don't believe in hang with faggots. Fuck you. I'm a bad guy then. Cause I ain't on that. I'm just not on that. Like the dude said, the red dude, what's his name? Terrence Howard.
Oh! Shout out to Terrence Howard.
Hey, man came on the show.
Big shout out to Terrence Howard,
He
man.
said Diddy asked him to be his acting coach. So he went in the house, he chilling.
And Diddy just staring at him.
He like, what's up? He said, Diddy just looking at him.
Staring at
So
him.
he like, hey, what's up? So Diddy said, fuck it, just teach me how to
No, he called him again.
No, he said teach me how you do music.
Yeah.
Yeah, teach me how you music.
He can't call him.
I came over to the piano, I started playing the music, but he just looking at me. I'm like, what's up? So I asked my manager, what's up? He said, man, I think Diddy want to fuck you.
Yeah.
And he said in communication right then because you gotta let it because a real man gonna punch you
He
in
said,
the
I
face.
never played a gay role. He said, I would never kiss a man on TV. I would never do none of these things because this has nothing to do. I'm a dude for real.
I'm
he
a
said,
man
you got
for
guys
real,
and
yeah.
you got men. He said, guys will do anything. And I bet that makes sense. But a man, he won't do anything. He ain't just on no fuck shit.
No.
And for a motherfucker to make me the bad guy because I don't want to be a part of this shit, I don't want to be with this shit.
Right,
That shit is like depressing now. Y'all are telling me, what about the fuck how I feel?
But I'm gonna tell
What
you
about how
this.
the fuck I feel?
I'm gonna tell you like
You
this.
how you feel? What about how the fuck I feel? I grew up on that shit is not correct, son.
I'm gonna tell you this though. I'm gonna tell you like this. He talked about other people in the industry losing their man card, right? And he said that it destroyed them when in a moment of weakness. You feel what I'm saying? That because you were drunk, because you was on drugs, or because you were manipulated to do something that you really didn't want to do because you wanted to be a star, and you gave up your man card. Once you give up your man card, you can't get it back like that. You feel what I'm saying? And now you got to go to therapy.
Can you take the light that
feel what I'm saying?
You'll lose it again in a
And
situation.
mind you, like I keep telling y'all about this podcast, I am not homophobic. No kind of way
None of
whatsoever.
us see it.
I went to the club.
None of us see it.
I went to the club the other night, not too long ago, and we hanging in the club, and boom, all this hanging out and shit. And then my homeboy come in the club, and he asked us, "Dang, why y'all chose to sit by the punks?" Cause that shit didn't bother me a fucking bit.
At
That
all.
shit didn't bother me no kind of way. They do what the fuck? I ain't gotta do with these people. Anywhere you go, they gonna be there.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? I ain't trying to run from you. It doesn't bother me. I told him you might be gay for asking me that.
Right.
Cause what the fuck wrong with you? I didn't even notice the punk.
I don't even see them.
Yeah.
Cause I didn't even think about them in my head.
Yeah.
So now I'm not homophobic. I just feel like the fuck I feel.
And I'm gonna tell you like this: when you got an industry that force feeds this kind of information, and I'm gonna tell you like this: they do it to the kids now. Therefore, no, it's blatant now. If you watch this, everybody has there was never a homosexual friend at an 8-year-old or a 9-year-old
The worst thing
on a
I
show
see on the TV.
like that.
The worst thing I see on TV every day is that goddamn AIDS commercial. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Because it's men and women that call AIDS. That he fucked the woman that call AIDS. Y'all just acting like y'all just got two men walking around holding their kids and OT. I'm sure don't want. Even though I explained it to them and let them know how it really go for real.
And that's our responsibility, and we do that.
That's what.
And at the end of the day, on our platform, we gonna say, "Hey man, there ain't no need." And what Tyler Perry doing, man, it's like a homosexual porno
But guess who
on
started?
his joint.
See, but y'all.
My God,
See,
man.
I go to the
Come
creators.
on,
I
dog.
go to the creators for my life and for my generation, and that was the Wayne brother motherfuckers. The Wayne women started all this shit, all this sneaking that shit. They snuck it in on
Living color.
Living Color.
Hated it.
They snuck it in on what's that movie with Shane, Low Down Dirty Shane. They snuck it in. They snuck it in everywhere. We wasn't paying attention though. But Hollywood was giving this agenda, and they pushed this agenda on us.
More money.
And I hate it because y'all niggas pushing this agenda on your people, man. Like Spike Lee is one of the realest directors that will ever come through the industry. This is why he don't like Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry don't like him because he said, "Yo, you always making us look bad, Tyler Perry." Like, what about like this thing about all the movies that he made? Think about the Spike Lee joints.
Yeah.
Think about the Spike Lee movies, like for real. It was real movies that showed real life of real black people. Like you just making us look like clowns on TV. And him and Tyler kind of like he didn't like Tyler didn't like the fact that he said that. That's how he felt. You know what I'm saying?
So I got a question. What's better than episode 57? Episode 58?